Thank you for being a friend.
Oh, yeah.
Travel down the road and back again.
Hey, so we started from the bottom, now we're here, girl.
It's true.
Oh, yeah.
Pal and a confidant.
This is my part right here. Ooh, oh, if I did everyone, the biggest giver, the biggest. Thank you for being my friend. Oh, yeah.
What's up?
Hey, everybody.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Golden Girls Podcast. I am your executive producer, Des. What's up?
Hey, y'all. It's the girl. It's the one you love, the messiest one you know, Missy. Hey, how y'all doing? I've been drinking.
Already.
Got a liquor coat on and everything. It's over.
And then, we got our favorite producer over there behind the scenes.
Hey, what up, though? Y'all already know.
Very white.
You knew I was coming.
Voice on. He put it on, didn't he?
Get out of here.
He dropped like 4 octaves.
It's okay. You already know who this is, man. It's your boy, A-Will Vibe. What up, though, Golden Girl?
What's up, baby?
And so we got a very special lady sitting in between us today.
Boss lady.
So why don't you introduce yourself? Tell us who you are. You stopped by the Golden Studios.
All right, you guys. I'm Porsha. My business is My Lady Aesthetics. These lovely ladies, for the second time, I feel it. I'm loving it. I am here with the Golden Girls Podcast. Y'all see the shirt?
Hey.
Period. You see her repping.
Yeah.
You see the shirt.
You see what I'm saying? You know we out here. People got t-shirts. Yeah, it's like that. It's like that.
They are.
So tell us a little bit. How do we meet? How do we know you?
We met. I asked the ladies to come and be a part of the Cocktails and Conversations brunch that I had, networking event brunch that I had. And they came and did their thing with a lot of Black businesses and a lot of Black entrepreneurs. They came and they did interviews. They did the podcast. They came out and they showed major love. These ladies are incredible, you guys.
Oh, thank you, Poo-Poo.
We didn't do nothing, y'all.
Listen, I went in there and ran my mouth like I always do,
We didn't do nothing. But
getting in
look,
people's business, being in people's face. Y'all know what I be doing.
but she completely showed out.
Yes, that event was amazing. We talked about it before on the show. So the show after we did Cocktails and Conversations, we had to let our ladies know about that beautiful event. I'm sure Miss Porsha will be throwing another one. So keep your eyes out for that.
Soon to come. We definitely will have a second round, part 2, Cocktails and Conversations. It's just about getting the Black ladies and men together to network. It's a big thing. You can walk into some doors when it comes to networking and just getting with the right people and just get with people with the same type of energy and mindset of you. The same thing that you do. So
okay, listen.
Just
I love that.
Porsha been here 5 minutes dropping knowledge.
Okay, getting us together, gathering it all.
Boosting me up, ladies.
Okay, so listen. We gotta comment, y'all, and for all of our listeners or our watchers on live, if you want to comment and you want to speak to us and talk back and forth, because we love to engage with y'all, go to StreamYard.com/Facebook and accept the permissions so we can see you, give you credit for your comment and talk to you. So our first comment is from Deja Let. She want to know what we drinking. Baby, because you know we drinking something, Deja.
Okay, now.
I'm gonna let the producer tell us what we drinking since he wanted to get us all sauce today.
So listen.
His mix.
Yeah, the Golden Girls, what we call it? The Golden Girls cocktail of the day?
Yeah.
Yes, the cocktail of the day. Let us know.
So, I've been doing my thing, doing a little mix and be a little mixologist,
Have y'all been watching? Because, A-Will Vibe, listen now, he been getting us together.
Good drink.
He get the little table, he pushed the drinks. It's a whole little thing. If y'all if you see this, you know what I mean by him pushing. He pushed before the camera.
He push you to your face. Yep.
He got the video effects. Watch him. He
give you a little shot for an appetizer.
Yep,
then he give you a drink. Yeah, then he give you a drink. And then he give you another shot for dessert. It's a whole 3-course meal in this thing.
That's a fact.
Yep. So what you call this drink, A-Will?
This one right here is called Plan B.
Plan B. And why you naming Plan B?
What? Because you can't taste the liquor. Can y'all taste the liquor in there?
No, but I feel a little hot. I was.
Listen, it's getting hot in her.
Now, y'all, Porsha was cold 10 minutes ago.
We turned the air off because Porsha was cold. We told her about the liquor coat. She thought we was lying.
What's special about what's special about this plan?
So it's a mixture of some of my favorites. You know what I mean? We got that Milagro Anejo.
Milagro Anejo.
It's a bad one.
Milagro Anejo.
Then we mixed it up with a little bit of what's that? Calypso.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's the finish.
Yeah, we ain't gonna say y'all name no more. We just gonna call it lemonade though, because y'all ain't paying us.
2 different Calypso lemonades. We did some Red Bull, 2 dragon fruit. And the rest is just what y'all tasting right now. It's history.
Hey, well, a little piece. That's
listen. Plan B though.
The sneak up on you.
So I'm gonna tell y'all, like, I really don't taste no liquor, and I be trying to find it, like I do. So
what's the sound is?
It's the you gotta really get up in there and see what it tastes like.
Girl, bye.
So I'm gonna say Plan B is good now.
Definitely.
In girl world, Plan B means something else. But,
and y'all better load up on them, cause
especially with this. Okay,
we got to talk about that
for sure.
We gonna add that. But okay.
Anyway,
we gotta catch up, y'all. So we haven't seen y'all I haven't seen you, Des, in 2 weeks.
Yes.
And then Porsha, we ain't seen you since Cocktails and Conversations. So we gotta talk. What's going on? What's new with y'all? Like, what's happening?
What is happening? I don't even know, child. I'm just tired. I'm running my business. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I'm stressed out. But I always say that. But it's trucking along. So I mean, that's the blessing of it. I'm nervous. The world is like really going through some things right now. Like
it's changing day by day, by the second, by the hour, by the minute.
Yeah.
Hey man, listen. Yes, I don't know. So I'm here. I'm doing good. I am blessed. I got my own business. We putting together this kickball game fundraiser that's about to be awesome.
Yes, we gotta talk to y'all about that. Y'all already know. We're gonna plug our shit. Y'all know that.
Absolutely. I've been connecting with a lot of Black women for therapy because now I can serve people that got a little bit more insurance. So
okay.
So that's been really cool. I'm still stressed out, y'all, because I still don't know what I'm doing, but it's okay.
It's gonna work out.
Let me go back because I should have asked the question, like the mental health check-in, because that's basically where we're going with this. Okay. And so since we got guests,
I guess that's true.
Yeah, since we got guests, I gotta rewind it so we can explain what's going on. So every show we do a segment called the mental health check-in. And so before we get into the mess and all the bullshit we're gonna talk and get you liquored up, we need to know how you doing, where you at mentally. You know what I'm saying? And so Des just told us how, she's starting businesses. She got 2 going right now. And she just, running on fumes, Des.
I don't even know if it's fumes. It's just because it's just consistent chaos.
That's a good word for it.
I don't really know what else to say.
So yeah. So Porsha, how you doing?
I feel that. Like,
okay.
I'm gonna just be honest. The world is turning, it's going, and it's just like, I'm trying to stay afloat. Business, kids, I explained that to y'all earlier. I'm a dance mom, y'all. I'm a mommy. My kids are active in things. My daughter, she's dancing. She's a part of a dance group in Detroit. Fame. She they're getting ready for competition, and I'm working and getting ready for that, and just doing everything with my business, and just the every day-to-day routine is just I'm just
need a breath.
I need a vacation.
Yes,
like a real just lay.
The word vacation just sounds good, don't it? I need a vacation. Yes.
That breather, that breath of fresh air.
Yeah.
But I'm blessed more than anything to be able to, work, have my own business, and make sure my kids are straight, make sure they participate in things, and just I have no complaints. I cannot complain about anything because I could be in a way worse situation. And I'm thankful for where I'm at right now at this stage of my life. I know it's much more to come. So
okay, much more to come.
I'm not gonna complain
with a straight face. Okay, you heard it.
I hear that.
Period.
I'm
Exclamation point.
right. I'm in that place too. Well, I'm just in a place where it's like it's a lot going on both sides. It's a lot going on that I can be stressed and worried about this and the third. And then it's a lot of blessings that I got on the other side. And so what I'm doing is just waking up every morning and being intentional on focusing on the blessings and the happy parts and just taking the bullshit as it comes because it's just gonna come,
baby.
It's gonna come. It's never gonna stop. It's gonna be a new brand of bullshit every day. You know, so I'm just like, okay, I can focus on the little bullshit that's going on, the little petty, the little stuff that bother me, or I can just be like, you know what, but I turned 30 this year. My boo turned 30 this year. I got a lot of great things going. I'm gonna focus on that and just let the little, you know, let the bullshit just
the unnecessary.
Yeah, let it fizzle itself out. I'm just not gonna give it no energy. So that's where I'm at with it. It's a lot of, you know, it's a lot of petty I could focus on, but I'm just not even gonna do it. Girl, I ain't gonna do it.
We ain't gonna feed that energy.
Girl, I ain't gonna do it
at all.
Because you know, God don't play about us, so it ain't even no reason.
I'm just stay right and focused on what I need to be focused on and just trust that good karma is gonna come back and let the peanut gallery do what they do.
Yeah, we're gonna trust the process.
Yeah. I really be like, okay, I know I'm supposed to handle this.
Gracefully and tactfully, and
but you sure I was supposed to do this? Because
you sure I wasn't supposed to cuss that bitch out? Because I should have cussed the bitch out.
That's the devil on that shoulder.
Like, I should have left her.
Now you know,
right?
Better than me. Now you know I can act up.
Right.
I'm trying to work on myself.
Her best friend, like at this point, everybody needs to get cussed out. But you said.
Yep. We just gonna direct that attention on over here to the good parts.
Yes.
You know,
because we're changing the world. So
it
is what it is.
One golden girl at a time.
Yes.
Y'all like what I did there? Because it's a brand. You feel me?
I'm feeling it.
I'm working on that. That marketing is, you know, you feel me?
But you know what? I will say this. I'm actually really proud of the Golden Girls because it is a vibe. Like we've created a vibe.
Do y'all listen? I'm sorry. This is like. Do y'all hear me? Y'all see what I'm speaking into? Like this is like I'm in a studio for real.
Okay.
Like, I went to the Self Museum and I'm like, okay, I got the feel. I don't know if I need to get in the studio or something.
Yes. Might as well drop a couple bars.
Listen, if you got a little run on you, go ahead and drop it on us real quick. You sing?
No.
Oh, okay.
You got some bars? What are we doing?
Not Golden Girl Records. Not Golden Girl Records.
Period. Okay.
Not Golden Girl Records.
Okay. Following right up behind Motown. We're gonna
don't play with me.
I'll drop a Megan line or something. You know,
whatever you can do.
No, I love it.
Rap, sing, skip. What you got?
Go funny.
Kickball, basketball, double dutch.
Yeah, everything.
What you want to do? Yep.
Speaking of kickball, so
see them segues. I throw the hoop and you dunk it. That's how this works.
You know, it took us today to get there.
Boom.
Y'all there?
We just
we fucked it up. So now I gotta be like, okay.
We did it. All right, so listen. On June 19th, we got our Juneteenth kickball fundraiser. This year we are celebrating it. The theme is kicking it with Black fathers. It is on Father's Day.
It's for y'all.
It is for y'all. It's gonna be such an amazing event. So basically it's like a family reunion, like pull up. And the way that we do it is we do a annual kickball game where we split off into teams and we play kickball like on the playground.
Old asses, yep.
So it basically we feel like, you know, it's a day of freedom as an African American because we don't know our history. So when were we like the last feeling a little baby free? Never, you know, you ain't never really
fully free.
But the little baby free is when you was a kid.
Yeah.
So we on the playground. We're gonna do this kickball game. We're gonna do a 3-point competition, double dutch competition, hustle competition.
Oh yeah, we get down. We got t-shirts.
Yep,
we do all that.
We got it all. So
it's a vibe.
It'll be a small pop-up shop, DJ, all
bring
that type
the kids, bring your daddy, bring your baby daddy, all that.
You said Cousin Pete.
Here's the catch. The catch of it is the kickball game, as y'all know. Golden Girls Group is a nonprofit organization. So the kickball game is a fundraiser. So the way that this works is you get to donate whatever amount that you want to be in each event. So there is a fee for each event, but it is whatever you want to pay.
You get to choose what the fee is.
Yep. Okay. And so it also was a space where we are highlighting Black businesses the entire day.
Yep.
So we got a pop-up shop. Each event will be titled and named after whatever sponsors we get, we'll be giving away things. There'll be tons of things. So I know like last year, I think our hustle competition was a Divas Everything boutique hustle competition. And so, you know, the best divas in the room had to take the crown type of deal. So
yep.
Also the kickball teams are named after businesses, the 3-point competition, all of those. So we're looking for sponsors, Black businesses. Yep, it's Juneteenth. Black businesses, period.
Yep.
So we are celebrating our Black businesses and our Black fathers. And then, you know, the Golden Girls, we already
Black women.
Yeah. So
black.
Yes,
Black power.
It is Sunday, June 19th.
On Father's Day, yes.
On Father's Day.
Bring your daddy and your baby daddy.
It is in Metro Detroit. We cannot say the location yet, but it's kind of awesome. So we'll talk to you. We'll let y'all know soon. But it is in Metro Detroit.
Y'all ready?
I'm excited.
So, like, what y'all want to do? Because I'm excited about this double dutch. I mean, listen. I ain't double dutch. What am I, about to be 30? So I ain't double dutch in about 20 years.
I ain't double dutch.
But I'm in that bitch.
I can say that.
We might need to get some of them little jumpers.
Listen, no, we're gonna listen. Yeah, because what you gotta do is jump in with both feet and just do it with both feet. Then you get your hop. You know what I'm saying? Then you get a little crisscross. You feel me? Next thing you know, you're doing a chicken noodle soup in that bitch. Like, what's good? We in that thing.
Y'all know what? I had my neighbors that were Muslim when I was growing up show me how to double dutch. Sisters. It was like 6 or 7 of them. They showed me how to double dutch.
Listen, if y'all want to take it back to the hood, we can get them extension cords and really get it popping. You fuck up that bitch, hit your ankle. That's how you learn how to double dutch. Okay.
Or the water hose. We use the water hose. That thing is heavy.
Listen, y'all know y'all had a good workout.
Yeah, the water is heavy, and then you got because you get smacked with it, baby. That's
man, listen, no, let your ankle get caught up in that mug. You falling face first.
Yeah, sure. It's gonna grab you real quick.
That's crazy. But yeah, so highlight us for the kickball game. We got sponsorship opportunities and vendor opportunities for any Black business. Hit us up. We can probably make something work for you. We want you to be a part of the event. So hit us up and we'll send you the information. Okay. You can always find more information on goldengirlsgroup.org.
Period.
Okay. So on to the next. We did our mental health check-in. So now we're gonna go to the Midas touch. All right, so y'all know the Midas touch is by far one of my favorite segments. So basically, I know y'all have heard the like the fable story of like, you know, the Greek gods. And so there was a king, King Midas. He did all these amazing deeds, and the gods gave him the gift of a touch of gold. And so everything he touched turned to gold. And so we just feel like there's just so many people out here that everything that they touch turns to gold that, you know, we just got to start highlighting because, you know, especially as Black women, if we don't highlight ourselves, who's going to do it? Nobody.
So,
absolutely.
So today we want to highlight somebody that everything they touch turned to gold. And so I want to talk to y'all a little bit about this person. So, homegirl called us out the blue and was like, I'm doing this event, show up. Just come. We didn't know her. She didn't know us. It was very like
bring the shits. Bring y'all shits.
We really did not know her from can of paint. She didn't know us. Like she was like, just come. We gonna make it do what it do.
Yep.
We show up, y'all. It's the cutest shit in the world.
Cutest like fucking event.
At first we was like, we don't know. We don't know.
We had no idea we were walking into.
We packed up crazy. It could
we packed up the whole studio awesome. In the suitcase, and we pulling up to this bitch.
Yep. Ain't never been there. And I mean, listen, it was the cutest thing ever.
Yes.
Gorgeous room, like all these beautiful Black women walking in, and her and Nell were just being amazing. And so Nell was also the other young lady that helped her with the event. And so it was just, we were sitting there and all like, we see a lot of things. We get exposed to a lot of business owners, a lot of entrepreneurs. We go to a lot of events, and we're like, this is awesome. And then we find out that it was their first time doing
that. Was crazy.
We were floored. So I just want to make sure we highlight Miss Porsha, Miss Porsha Woodruff.
Thank you.
Because honey, everything touched turned to gold. Because that was your first time touching it, and boom. There was a room full of Black women and men in there learning, growing.
Yes,
loving.
And listen,
it was great.
And it was such a great thing to watch because you know, Golden Girls, we do our own events. And me and Des were in there watching y'all because we always want to know if it's just us. Because when we throw events, we're like running around like chickens with our head cut off, losing our minds, and everything is 10 times worse and all of that. And so we saw the CP time get y'all on edge. Yeah. Because let me tell y'all something about throwing events for Black people, Black women.
Right now.
They ain't coming on time.
Not at all.
They not coming on time.
Always. Here's our free advice.
And listen.
Always bake an hour in before.
Yes. For just them to walk in.
Mixing and mingling.
And
they're not coming on time.
Yes. And don't let you have a dress code on that thing.
Oh, that's another
them
hour.
Women, that's hour 30 you need to bake in.
Yes, bake it all in. Because it started at 12, they act them all at 12.
Yeah, for sure. Exactly. Getting
trying to find something to wear.
Act them all for sure. At 12.
So me and Des, we were setting up our little section, but we were watching Porsha and Nell, and they was just about to lose it, and we were just giggling on the inside because baby, we already knew, and we also knew by the amount of people already in the room, we knew it was going to be packed.
Be a banger, but
I knew it was going to be packed, and they didn't know. And you could see them relax as people start rolling in. They got the relaxing, they got up there talking. It was beautiful.
Only.
The amount of education in that room, like the Black girl magic, the bumping shoulders. I mean, there were jewelers. There were waist bead people. There were sea moths,
body butters.
Body butters, candles, caterers,
printers.
I mean, laser lipo clothes. I mean, everybody was in the room.
Everything.
And just a wealth of information. So shout out to you, Porsha.
Thank you.
And like Cocktails and Conversations was the event that you and Nell threw. But you are an entrepreneur. So tell us about your business and what services you offer and stuff like that. Because the women of the city need to know where to go.
Okay. You guys, I'm a licensed esthetician, which did not come easy. That's where Cocktails and Conversation came from in the beginning. It was just, pretty much explaining to people how you start off as an entrepreneur. Is not always what you think. It's not the glitz and glams. It's none of the above. And I also went to school. I went to school to become an esthetician. My start off was real rocky. Very, very real rocky. But I became a licensed esthetician. I specialize in facials. I specialize in full body waxing. I do body sculpting, which includes the butt. Everything.
You can make my butt bigger. Let me know. Give me the real tea. Is my ass gonna be fat? And is it gonna be fat when I leave your shit? Because I need a fat ass. I need to find a way to get a fat ass by tomorrow.
Y'all gotta tap in with Nell for that. She does that.
Look,
that's her specialty.
I need to find a way to have a fat ass by tomorrow.
Okay, let me
I need to find a way to have a fat ass by tomorrow.
You need help, bro.
She does.
He no, I need a fatter ass by tomorrow.
we gonna get it together. We gonna figure it out. It's ways.
It's not giving.
It's ways.
Confidence take me a long way, but it ain't giving.
Listen,
mine ain't either. I just listen.
You giving already. You giving.
You don't win everything. I learned that too. You can't win every battle. That's why I try to win as many as I can. Because the ass battle is over.
That's what you and Nell got asses in the back. I'm coming to buy one. Y'all got some asses in the back.
I'm sick. I am so. Y'all, something wrong with her. I love her.
Whew, this is so silly. Anyway, sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
We was talking about your business. I'm so sorry.
That's what I'm like. Tell us about your business.
Y'all go on my page. Y'all gonna see it though. I do the facials on the butt.
Oh,
that's for the buns be out in the summer. People that got the little hair, you want to shine it. If you got the little hyperpigmentation, I do that.
Okay.
Yanni steams.
Not me a butt facial now. Okay, my bad.
Listen,
you just got me over here.
Because sometimes you want your man to rub your booty, but they don't know.
I'm talking to Brittany like, girl, I looked at her like I'm finna go give me
a butt facial.
I'm gonna go get me a nice little booty rub.
A butt facial is needed. Even with pregnant women, I do the belly.
I'm about to get my booty rub.
You funny.
I'm not cute. I love the belly.
I love that too.
Yes, I do the belly facials for pregnant women as well.
Does that help with stretch marks and stuff?
Yes.
Okay.
That's the purpose for it because it's the whole nine.
In all aspects of my life.
It is. Yanni steams coming soon, guys. I'm still working on
Yanni steams.
But that will be, that's a vibe. Would you come and bring your best friend? I'm gonna have a bring your friend Friday. You guys come vibe out. Get your Yanni steams together. You have a hookah, wine and drinks like that. Yeah.
I'm smoking and my Gucci smoking.
She need help.
Yes.
Hookah for me and hookah for you.
Absolutely. Whenever you leave My Lady Aesthetics, you will feel good. Period.
We're
Whether
pulling
it's
up
a
in that.
facial,
We are
whether it's
pulling
a
up.
Brazilian wax, whether it's a body sculpting, whatever it is, you will leave.
Okay, because
Feeling like that one.
to feel good.
Yeah, okay.
will.
Because I
That's
always
the
wanted a
promise.
Yanni
We gonna feel
steam.
good.
Girl,
Mhm.
you got it. It's a vibe.
I want to get my Yanni steam.
You're in tune
Mhm.
with your Yanni. It's mine.
I had one. I had one. It was in Mexico though. So I don't know.
How did it feel?
I
She ain't fucking with it.
Thanksgiving.
She like, you got it in Mexico?
you know that
Oh, you
feel
know,
a little bit different.
I'm lying. I was in Atlanta at that what the fuck's the name of that spa? It's a spa in Atlanta.
You ain't got to remember the name because they ain't paying you.
No,
Okay,
G,
Atlanta, they do their thing.
it's like G. I was not, and I forgot the name of it. I forgot the name of it, but no. It's like the that was my first spa I ever been to. Everybody was naked. I was like, oh my god. Like I walked in.
You feeling yourself.
Yeah,
That's fine.
so-
Listen.
You're right. I wasn't in Mexico. You're right. You're right. But I feel so bad, but I got a full. That was my first time getting a full body scrub, and I felt like a little
Soft.
kid. So, yeah, so you know, like
all on yourself.
when your granny, when you're little, your granny got you like, let me wash you up because you think you washed up, but you ain't washed
She
up.
hit you
And
with
like,
that dollar,
rub you down.
she hit you with that dollar store wash club.
Then
You get out, you be like,
Get your
okay,
skin
I'm
the
together.
body scrubs.
Yes.
That's what that is.
Yes.
Buff
Y'all,
it.
that was
Yeah,
something
buff
different.
you.
But anyway,
Yes.
I lied about the Mexico.
That's
Y'all
okay.
Listen,
I be
Porsha said
drinking all
something
my
ain't
birthday.
right. She said Mexico.
No, look, I had to start placing where I was at. I'm like,
I don't even know if they legal in Mexico.
I
They steaming coochies in Mexico.
I gotta ask Brittany what's the name of that place, but I don't remember the name of it. But
I'm
you're
sure
right.
it was dope though. I plan on doing some traveling to Atlanta with my services this summer. Once my daughter's done with her activities, I do plan on traveling, moving, and going a couple places.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's dope. But yeah, so we had to give you the Midas touch. Everything you touch turns to gold. And thank you so much for having us at your event.
I appreciate you guys for
It was a
coming.
beautiful thing. It was such a sight to see. And I can't wait to see the next one. So we're going to drink to that.
Amen.
Yes.
Drink to
Midas
that.
touch.
Everybody
Yes,
drinks
yes.
up.
Here we go,
Yes.
Porsha. Good job.
Our entire background staff refused to drink. Oh, okay, KK drink.
They about to get fired. Y'all got a drink over here.
Brittany said no with a straight face. Oh, well, empty.
Whoa.
Oh.
You got the bottle. I'm so confused.
I'm so
Okay.
relaxed.
Anyway.
Yep. It's doing
All
what
right,
it's
so
doing.
What's the
listen.
next thing?
Now y'all know we about to get to my favorite part.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Where it get real messy.
Mm-hmm.
Bold or go. Yes. Okay, so for all of our listeners, bold or gold is a segment we do where we talk about current events and we decide whether it's bold, bad, or gold, good. We get a little explanation. Sometimes we get a little saucy, as we get a little saucy, but it is what it is. All right. So we're gonna start it off light. Then we're gonna get to the shit because y'all know how I do.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I seen some cute shit on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
And I just feel like we need to bring attention to it because I'm always down for a love story after the bullshit. When we see a beautiful woman go through bullshit with one man,
Yeah.
we want to see her come up with a new fine man.
Yes.
And Lala,
Flourish.
baby, you did that.
Flourish.
Listen,
Yes.
come on, look, because
Yes,
when Lala got with Mello, that's when Mello was fine.
Yeah.
He had championship prospect.
Yeah.
It ain't happened yet though.
Not
But at the time, he had potential. You feel me? Carmelo Anthony had his day. Carmelo Anthony had this day, but let me tell you about black women and longevity. Lala is still in her day, and so she had to get with Davinci.
She's giving.
That nice young man.
Listen, because he was
Nice
on All
young
American
man.
and he was cute on All American, but then he came BMF. Cockeyed and all, one eye and all. Davinci was good.
Oh,
Cockeyed and all. Terry got one eye, and all of us still like, I don't even care. I don't even care. I don't even care.
Nobody cares. We all look past the eye.
Listen, let me tell you.
Everybody
Looking past it.
all of us.
Can we get a minute for Lala Anthony? Or we're just gonna say Lala. We're gonna leave off the Anthony for now. We're
Yes.
just gonna call her Lala because that's what she was before she was Lala Anthony. She was
used
Lala.
to be Lala Anthony, but you know what? Mm-mm.
Lala. Because we back to that because that's TRL. That's
Yeah,
Lala.
you know what? That's how she should have stayed. Anyway, Lala.
So So can we give Lala her flowers? Lala has been in the game. That's a bitch that's always got a job.
Yeah.
Whether I'm hosting TRL, whether I'm in Power, whether I'm in BMF, because she in BMF. Y'all think she in this new season of BMF?
It might be possible.
Okay, but BMF, listen, she dating Davinci. She in BMF.
She went into Davinci. I was just about to say where they was at. Where would that?
So I want to shout out Lala because longevity in this age is hard, and she survived the times of videos, and then it's social media, and then it's all that. Lala has always been relevant. Okay,
she hosts
and fine as hell.
Fine every time.
Don't get it twisted. She getting fined about a day. So how y'all like?
Melting.
Because y'all know Lala did her interview with Charlamagne because she like, all right, let me go holla at Charlamagne and let all these motherfuckers know this shit with Melo is done. Done. I done talked to my son about all that shit. This shit is dead. Because I got a new nigga and I don't want to hear shit when I pop up.
When I pop out.
With my new man. My man.
She knew what was coming. I actually, so for me, gold.
Gold as fuck.
Go.
24K.
Go.
Man, okay?
We agree?
Yes.
All right. Next.
We all for the happy story.
Mellow
that happy ending.
Mad as hell.
Listen, I just
they always mad at the end.
He mad as hell. I know he is. I mean, listen, I'm sorry, bro. I mean, I'm just saying.
Mellow, listen. You know, every dog got its day. All right. And sometimes your shit come and it go. And then Lala was like, shit, I
gotta go.
Like, I gotta fuck with a nigga who popping.
I gotta go.
I gotta fuck with a nigga who popping. It's like, nah. Because I don't even want to make it seem like Lala like that.
That's his fault.
She is popping. She is the popping.
Yeah, that's his fault. That's Melo's fault.
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna go to the next one. All right, so we're gonna talk about listen, the black women have been pissed, okay? Because they went to the store to go get the coochie soap. And they look on the back because they're like, I didn't use this honey pot this time, and it's a little something on it.
It ain't the same.
They put some more seasoning in the honey pot.
The fact that the black women caught it. Okay, so y'all
didn't waste no time.
Yeah,
I'm in these Target groups.
Target groups. They've been tearing that ass up.
They is mad. There are black women Target groups, like multiple, and they mad as hell. It's all type of videos. Everything is circled. They highlight.
You know they pissed because they're like, so now since honey pot got the seasoning in it, now what soap we gonna fucking use? And that's the question for all of them.
Yeah.
So now what soap we gonna use? So.
But she made a quick video on Instagram. Yeah. She said she's gonna do an official statement. Oh, well,
she did. So
she ain't did it yet though.
I think she did. She did do the statement. I saw it on Shade Room. So basically, what happened with Honey Pot? First of all, there was a rumor saying that it's not black owned anymore, and she sold it. That is misinformation. She said she did not sell Honey Pot, and it is still black owned. However, the ingredients have changed. And in her statement, she basically said, I should have informed y'all. I didn't, and we will be giving more education about these new ingredients inside the soap. She really didn't say what the ingredients were that they added. She did not say why they made that switch. She did kind of allude to COVID in the supply chain having something to do with it, but did not get specific on what that was. And so it's like, for me, because you got people on one hand, especially entrepreneurs, who say, it's my business. I do what I want with it. If I want to make a move with my business, that's what I'm gonna do. And y'all either gonna support me with your money or not. Right. But then there's another side of it that's like, but you know, you've been marketing yourself as a certain thing. And once that changes, you need to let your people know.
Absolutely.
So them changing the ingredients, Honey Pot changing the ingredients, do y'all think it's bold or gold?
So wait, I got a question. So did she just change them and purposely didn't tell anyone, or this is just very new and they just haven't?
So she said they had been in the works. They had been in the works to change the ingredients anyway, but because they were responding to something, I don't know, outside of their control in the market or whatever, the switch happened at a different time than they anticipated.
Yeah, because here's the thing. Because I use Honey Pot, they disappeared off the shelves for a while, and so I almost feel like she might have had to make the switch to get it back on the shelves, which that's an assumption or whatever. But that changes my go to roll.
So that's what I'm saying. See, this is what I'm gonna say. And this is probably not the popular opinion, and I do use honey pot.
Yeah.
I'm going to say it's go. Only because as an entrepreneur, if you're not responsive to the forces in the market that affect you, you will sink.
Yes,
and you can't always be scared. What is this person gonna say? What is that person gonna say? They're gonna be mad. They're gonna be mad. And asking permission and all that shit. No, I understand how the people feel about it. I do, because you feel gypped and bamboozled. However, y'all did the right thing. Read what's on the back of your shit and make an adjustment. It ain't like she poisoned you. It ain't like you used the other one, then your pussy fell off, or you broke out or whatever. And if that happened to you, I'm sorry. But what I'm saying is that I get as a customer, but also you have to make adjustments or your shit will sink. I got employees. I got people counting on me, and the market is in a flux right now, and that's with everything.
Yeah.
And so she might have had to make an adjustment, and y'all get to decide with your dollar
what they want to do.
What you want to do about it.
And
it's accessible. Seeing whatever, the ingredients, the market, as you keep explaining. She may not have access to what it is, the ingredients that she used before that she may have had,
or they expensive, they inflated.
Absolutely. So she might have had to make the change to keep the product, but still give you the same satisfaction that you might have had before using. I've used honey. I don't use it frequently.
Right.
I do use it. I recommend, because I do, Brazilian waxes with J shoes and stuff like that with women. So I tell them, and I used to kind of back it like that. So I don't think it's that much of a big deal, when it comes to feminine wash. I never really been a big fan of it anyway, me personally, because I've worked before I became an esthetician, like I told you guys, worked as a medical assistant with gynecologists. So that's just kind of, my thing. I'm not gonna discourage it or even talk bad about it because she had to do what works for her.
Yeah.
So I say it's go. I mean, you got to do what you got to do as far as a business owner and as a Black woman. You got to push what you have. Now she may come out with something different that you guys might go for the gusto again and just be like, okay, well, I'm back on team honey pot. She may come with something a little bit different, but for the time being, she had to do what worked for her and her business.
I think that we just have to to be completely honest, I feel like Black people don't give Black people enough of a break.
Yeah, no grace. It's
so our big white brands
on their motherfucking head.
Yeah, our big white brands adjust in these ways all the time, and we don't even know. Yes, they do it all the time. They change branding, they change the back of their packages.
Everything.
They're hiding all these different things that they're doing.
A bag of chips, hot Cheetos, 10 years ago used to be
y'all are still eating McDonald's knowing it's not the fucking same.
Everything.
We talk about how the juices and stuff taste different.
Chicken,
all these different things.
Everything. So everything is changing. So
So like I said, I'm gonna say it's go.
So, and for me, a lot of people it's very easy to get into business and get into a situation where it is change or no business.
Absolutely.
There's no in between. I feel like we don't give enough option of understanding that if she changed, there had to be something that forced her into that.
Absolutely.
And I'm sure that she made the best decision possible that she could possibly make, because what else do you do?
Or it's not even always about something forcing you to change, but your business has to grow and innovate.
Absolutely. But that's forced too.
Sometimes you have to take those risks. Sometimes it's like, let me see.
How is she going to be always if she can't get no pass on the fucking counter?
It's just like, come on,
what I'm saying? Always is always on the counter.
Absolutely.
And you think that's because they are taking care of us in the best ways? And I'm not saying that we should just be using products that's not, but now that you're upset with her, what are you going to do? Go back to something that's even more harmful?
Right.
Because what's the alternative for me? That's really my question. What's the alternative?
Just a few years ago, organic brands just now reach the shelves.
Right.
Because we pushed it for everything to be organic. So
and
it's not like everything, okay, this is what I've been doing 10, 15, even 20 plus years.
And now
it's still new to a lot of people.
Now we completely disregard her expertise. We completely disregard her experience. We don't have experience. And I'm just saying, like, if we trusted her before, like, we didn't even give her a chance to give us
an explanation as to why it happened.
And then we wonder why Black women act like they got to be superwoman and they got to be perfect because there is no room
because one
for nothing.
Yes,
and it's not even a misstep. We haven't even given homegirl a chance to tell us what it is.
And what I hate is that it was other Black women who was so quick to jump down her throat.
Yeah,
absolutely.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
And I understand it's just like as Black people, we get burned a lot because we can't trust the government. We can't trust pharmaceuticals. We can't trust all these big businesses. And we tired of just not being able to trust. And so we always on guard about somebody selling out, somebody selling this, somebody. And it's like, y'all, just do the research and then choose to pay for it or not. But it don't have to be a shit on me show.
So much backlash
all over the internet.
Yeah.
So that, that was the honeypot discussion.
Real quick.
I
had how everybody jumped on her too when they assumed that she sold. Because if she did sell, that's 100,000%
her bitch. She built that shit.
And to be able to say like, oh, what do we have now? Like this fake need for all of a sudden that she has to take care of everyone. When
she don't owe you to stay the CEO of that company,
when y'all didn't support until she was already banging, like you know what I'm saying? She
became popular.
Yeah, she got to work
be real.
That was her. That was her in that kitchen mixing that shit up with nobody with her, and then she decided to sell that shit. That could have been the plan from the beginning. Y'all don't know.
She said that years ago. She said it like 3 or 4 years ago that her plan has always been to sell because at the end of the day, she got to take care of her family. Like, what are we doing here?
Absolutely.
So, she don't want to spend her life in the kitchen mixing.
Yeah. So that was the honey pot discussion, y'all. Give it a little grace, give it a little time. Like, we don't even know if the switch up was harmful. And if you look it up and you feel like it is harmful, then just don't buy it. But
absolutely. You have the choice not to even use it.
Yes. Or create one that you like and sell it.
Period.
However you want to play
it.
Okay. All right. So the next one. Young men. They got hit with the Rico, y'all.
Oh my God.
My dog Gunna, my dog Young Thug, and a bunch of them. I think it was like 20. No, how many people was it? It was like 20 something. 28.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ. Oh, that's so cute.
They wrapped up 28 Black men on a Rico charge. Young Thug and Gunna. And then listen, I was rooting for Gunna because I kind of wanted him to date Chloe. But anyway, that's off the topic. Boop. So they were wrapped up on a Rico charge. Okay. I did take a look at the indictment. The way they had it organized was real nice, but I wasn't about to memorize all of that. Yeah. So, real quick. So I'm gonna let y'all know what a RICO is. RICO stands for Racketeer Influenced and Corrupt Organizations. Okay. And so this basically means this is kind of like white collar crime and like organized crime. So when we talking about organized crime, this ain't just like your cousin like selling weed. This is a whole like mafia type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what type of time they own. A RICO charge is not nothing to be taken lightly. Like that's like
I can't believe him.
That's like a step below like a kingpin type of charge, damn near. Like so, a RICO charge is like a whole company basically doing illegal activity.
The minimum is 20 years.
Yes,
20 years.
So, the thing about stuff like this is I always get caught up because I hate that.
Go to both. Yep.
I mean, it's hard for me to say go to both because if illegal activity ain't something that should just be excused.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like doing wrong is doing wrong, and we all know right from wrong.
Yeah.
However, it's not as simple as just that because like scarcity is a thing, poverty mindset is a thing, and for some people, no matter how much money you make, is never enough because you always have a fear that you're gonna lose it. You know what I mean? And so that kind of explains why you get people like Gunna and Young Thug who make a bunch of money, but they end up still doing shit like selling drugs and this, that, and the third, because they feel like they got to have money coming from everywhere because they don't know when they going to lose it. And, you know, it's just that lifestyle and not knowing where your next meal is going to come from when you come out of poverty, you know? And so you just like, well, you never want to depend on nobody. So if I'm selling drugs over here when the record company got me fucked up, I can just be like, I don't fucking need y'all. Right. And I run shit over here. You get what I'm saying? So it's very, very sticky.
Go to ball.
You mean like that? Is it gold that they got hit with the Rico charge? I'm gonna say bullshit. I never want to see black men getting wrapped up, wrangled up, and locked up like this. I don't, especially in the system that was created for them to fail anyway. They fell into the trap, and I hate that. So I never want to see black men get locked up. So I'm gonna say bold, but y'all got to make better choices though. You got to break them curses. I will say that you cannot live in them curses. You cannot.
They trying to make an example out of them.
And what I'm gonna say is I don't think all of those young men will get convicted of that Rico charge. I think they wrapped up half of them to get them to snitch on the other half. I think they know exactly who they want in jail. Absolutely. And so now we in a situation where it's who gonna snitch and who not. And I'm gonna tell you. People, I don't know why people trust other people that they do crimes with not to tell on them. I'm a lawyer, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all more times than not, they're snitching. Okay? I'm gonna tell y'all. Listen, because logically, like literally, rationally, right? People have shit to lose. You get what I'm saying? So if I decide not to snitch, that's literally me choosing the person I committed this crime with over my children, over my wife or girl, over my family. And so for you to think that just because they committed a crime with you, that they're gonna choose you over their family is crazy. If you think you more manipulative than the police, you crazy. Like,
or just over loyalty because they don't think they're more manipulative. It's just a loyalty thing.
Yeah,
which is beautiful, but I mean, hey, you can take it as far as you want to, but shit, people go to jail for other people, get out in 10 years and they don't got nothing.
Now, you know, I ain't no gangster, ain't never been no gangster, but I'm gonna tell you is if you do a crime, you better do that shit by yourself.
Porsha, what you think?
I can't because I got
Sip your drink and think about it. Sip your drink and think about
it. It's not even that I got fam, and I know for a fact that sometimes they just they take it and they roll with it, they go with it, they do what they do. So I'm just. I can't even listen. You guys,
we know Porsha ain't no damn snitch. She ain't say a damn thing.
All I heard was I'm just do it on my own.
Exactly.
That's just that. I ain't telling nobody shit. I don't need no team. I don't need nothing. I'm gonna act just as shocked as you when you get the news. Such and such died. Get the fuck out of here.
I would take it. I will roll with it.
I'm saying that because
we really
don't even know. I don't know. I don't even know what they're really saying. They're giving us a story of what they want us to know. You get what I'm saying? Like we don't know the back end story, even though granted, they might have did whatever they said that's on that paper. I don't know. But again, I don't know. It's a gray area. It's a gray area. I don't know. Lie.
Young Thug probably doing that shit. I'm sorry. Listen, I'm just like, it's
that's a hard one.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. I don't think Young Thug is innocent. But what I'm gonna say is, I feel like black people got enough credit that y'all can let my dog go. Like I feel like white people always won. Or $1 million. Just you ain't gotta do all this.
So I'm
gonna just say that. I don't know about all them other people, but Young Thug might have done that shit. And all they rap songs.
I think that I'm gonna run with a.
What about Gunna? He might just be,
So Gunna, from what I saw at the time, Gunna had a conspiracy Rico charge, which means like they didn't catch him like overtly doing anything, but maybe he was a part of the planning and the scheming. Okay. The problem with a conspiracy charge is that it's so much harder to stick. So he might be able to wiggle out of that, especially because he got money, might be able to get, probably get a good lawyer or whatever.
Right. Right.
The thing about Rico charges though is that that's not something they just spring on people. They be watching you for a long time.
Yeah.
And so
so I'm gonna say
yeah, go ahead, Des, because I'm
yeah, I'm over here stuck.
I'm praying for them.
I'm gonna rock the boat. I'm gonna say gold. I'm gonna tell y'all why though.
Okay. I almost went gold. I ain't gonna yell at you.
I'm gonna say gold. And I in any way do not want to see 28 black men wrapped into our legal system period, because it is not created for them, and it is not going to be positive for them. It is not. They're going to throw the book at them. Period.
Oh yeah.
And no question.
Every lyric they about to be rapping. It's about to be Young Thug concert in that bitch, because them lawyers about to be rapping the fuck.
I hate that. I hate everything about that.
Gunna gonna snitch. They just said Gunna gonna snitch. I doubt it.
I'm not gonna go switch. Okay, listen. Switch. Okay, so listen. I said gold. Because if what they're saying is true and it's like drug distribution and stuff like that, drugs tear up a lot of families, and there's a lot of black families that's torn up in that. So I know that it's hard to watch these 28 black men, but if that is the case, it's probably thousands of families that they've touched.
Yeah, Ashley said it's unfortunate they all got caught up like this, but they also should have realized they automatically had a target on their back by being in the limelight. They was too lit to go down like that. Being a product of their environment is no longer an excuse because they made it out the hood just to end up a statistic. See, I can't. That's the thing. It's like, I feel how I feel, but I can't argue with the other side because that's true too. You know what I'm saying? Like, choices are a thing. Accountability for your actions is a thing,
and especially as an adult.
And I'm not gonna speak for all of us, but I know for me myself, like, you do. I did want to make it out the hood, like you definitely do, and so.
And I conduct myself in a certain manner to stay.
Yes, it's hard as hell to stay out. It's hard as hell to get out.
Listen, I want to smack a bitch every day.
Motherfucking day.
Every day.
Okay? Like, that's
you don't think I want to celebrate, nigga? You don't think I want man, listen.
I mean, it ain't easy, but it's fast as hell.
Yeah, and it ain't like I can't find one.
Do y'all understand? I went to school
It's the choices. It's the choices.
Forever, and then went to school again forever, and still ain't making no money for real. Like, you know how long the right fucking shit take?
I want a PPP loan too, my nigga.
3 of them. Let me get a son.
I want some free unemployment too around this bitch.
Yeah. Some. I just
Woo! Especially being an entrepreneur, funding out of your pocket is not for the weak.
Listen, it be risky me buying food every from a motherfucker.
Motherfuckers making up businesses getting 20 grand. Like,
man, what the fuck was I doing?
I had a real one. What the fuck? Like, it was like, but you know what? I'm not. So here's my thing. I'm not mad at y'all for doing it.
No, I'm not.
I just also think that when we all act like, oh my God, when the consequences come, I be like, I mean,
we know that.
Like, the thing is
to even bring a Rico charge on them, they gotta have something.
So, because part of me doesn't understand, because it's like, okay, selling drugs and doing what you gotta do should be a means to an end. Yes. It should not be the career for you.
The second you start making enough money to stop that shit.
I know it's lucrative as fuck. I do. I watch Snowfall and Power and all that shit. Yeah. I know y'all be making bank. I do.
Yeah.
The thing is though, well, I don't sell drugs.
She did. She said, I know the game.
I know. Man, listen, Snowfall is facts, first of all. But y'all get what I'm saying. Like, y'all get what I'm saying. Like, it should be a means to an end. Like, it's never right and okay to be selling drugs. We know that. But we also know that scarcity is a thing. And sometimes you got to do what you got to do to feed your family. And I'm never going to argue with that as long as you're not hurting nobody. People gonna smoke that crack, whether you selling it or somebody else. Thing is, though,
but you don't have to be a millionaire off of your songs,
and you don't have to be
tearing through families because people gonna smoke that crack. Like,
you know what I'm saying? Like, and then the killing and the, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if that man committed no murders or not. Yeah, I would hope not. You know what I'm saying? But like it. But also, though, being in that game, you have to adapt and become a certain person too. It's just a very dark, like, snowball effect. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just living a certain life and like having to be a certain person to keep your stature in all that. It's, you know, like I told you, I'm like watching
Porsha with the murders. Flip it, turn it. Bounce it. I don't know.
No, I'm not saying kill nobody.
You know,
don't kill nobody.
That ain't what we doing. We don't look.
Don't kill nobody.
My name Bennett and I ain't in it
At all.
But yeah, so I mean, look, shout out to Gunna, Thug, and all y'all. I hope that y'all in there being strong and not snitching on each other, but at the same time, shit.
I know.
At this point,
y'all got families.
Look out for you, my boy.
Y'all got families. Get them good ass lawyers. You know, I really pray that y'all make it through. I do.
I do. Like I wanna see y'all overcome this.
28. And that's a lot.
I really hope this is a situation where the government on some bullshit and you know, but a Rico charge ain't no little ass thing.
Okay.
So all right. So now we about to really get to it. Can we have a moment of silence? Can we have a moment of silence? It's y'all face for me. Y'all like, I'm about to talk.
Look, we didn't discuss the moment of silence.
Can we have a moment of silence?
Moment of silence. Extreme.
Like for our dearly departed brother.
Rest in heaven.
Kevin Samuels.
And which one?
Y'all ain't never get silent.
Okay.
Y'all really said fuck that. Listen, no. I ain't gonna force y'all to do nothing now. I ain't gonna force you to do nothing.
You gotta give us a minute. We was in shock. Nah.
I said rest in heaven, y'all.
Okay, silence.
All right, that's not. Wow. Kevin Samuels. Kevin Samuels. Our love expert, apparently. I don't know. He has passed on, and rest in peace. Like, like real talk. We're gonna take a little sip. We're gonna take a sip for Kevin Samuels because he a black man, and you know he wasn't hurt. He wasn't really harming nobody. He was talking shit.
But
we all talk shit though. We black. This is what we do.
He was 1000% doing harm. I'm a motherfucking.
We gotta talk about it.
He was what we ain't saying he harmed nobody, but rest in peace because he does have a family. He does have people.
Yes, and we're not them girls. We're not them girls.
Yes, his life should be honored and celebrated and everything else.
Absolutely,
like, for sure.
Absolutely. So here, Kevin Samuels. So Kevin Samuels has passed on, y'all. If you're not familiar with who Kevin Samuels was, this was a man who took it upon himself to take on the internet and tell people about the dating experience and what they should do, what they shouldn't do, what's good, what's bad, you know, all of that. But I mean, in my mind, just said about
to take the internet.
He did.
I'm sorry, y'all.
In my mind, he would say a bunch of, you know, he would say a lot of shit for shock value. In my mind, I just took him as like a shock value artist, like just say a bunch of shit that was super inflammatory just to get the people riled up and get it going. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and like in my own ways, not to that level. In my own ways, I kind of partake in the same little bullshit sometimes, but I'm funny. I don't know about that. But he passed and the internet had a lot to say. Of course, the black men is like, that was their dog. How dare you speak ill of the dead? You black women are evil. And you know, and it's all that. And black women is like, you know, it's people like me. Like he ain't never bothered me because I wasn't listening to the nigga no way.
At all. I
got my man and I know I'm a bad bitch and I don't need you telling me.
But even if I don't have a man, I don't need you to tell me shit.
Right.
But anyway.
What I'm saying, I ain't follow none of them rules he was talking about. I did what the fuck I wanted and that, you know, my man knew what's up. He knew what was up.
You do
a bad bitch when he see one.
Period.
But that's who Kevin Samuels was. I ain't gonna lie, I thought dog was funny sometimes.
You had to laugh at him.
I laughed a lot.
You had to laugh at him.
But black women, some of the black women is like, yeah, rest in peace. But when you talk shit, was that not the attitude of the internet? I'm just listen. That's just what the internet was saying.
The attitude of the internet was fuck that nigga. Like
pretty much.
The attitude of the internet was like, well, on to the next. Black women. And you know what? I'm not that woman. I feel like just like he could speak his truth and say what he wants to say, they could. And if that's how they felt, how they felt. And I know that that's really bad to say because we got these rules where we cannot talk ill of the dead. And so it's like, We got to make sure we, don't necessarily say anything the wrong way with that.
Mhm.
But I think that as a person who stood on saying what he thought,
we should be able to stand on what we think about
the
him.
same sword that you use.
All right, well, this the tea though. I ain't get to the tea.
I hate saying that, but
now this is me being 100% messy, y'all.
yeah, I'm sure.
So y'all know he died on top of a woman.
Jesus Christ.
And apparently from a heart attack.
Stroking. I be stroking.
Now I don't know that man's health history or nothing like that. People talked about how he drank a lot of Red Bull and all that, but it's giving dick pill to me. Wow.
That is why you cannot take the internet serious.
When you listen, see when y'all go silent like that, I always make it worse.
How can you take the internet serious?
But see, you get caught up in
Does
trying
not
to be.
1 + 1 equal 2?
How can you
but
take
see,
someone like that trying to give you advice?
You get
on
caught
the
up in
internet?
that bullshit where you trying to live the fake ass life that you telling everybody else to live.
True.
Okay, let me go on.
And y'all know, listen, and y'all know that girl he died. Because listen,
Sorry,
y'all
how
want to
is
know the
she?
worst part? Y'all want to know what my messy ass thought about? Could you imagine you fucking a nigga, he died on top of you, and you ain't on the policy?
Listen, okay.
You ain't getting nothing.
And
It
you
wasn't the
ain't
color
on the policy.
She had a policy. Well, that was back in the day too. She had a
And
nice
you,
little-
it ain't you ain't on the policy or nothing. So you just the bitch he died on top of.
That's what he died
Her
on
face
top
just
of me.
circulating around the damn
How did he die?
internet. Damn, was he happy?
Could y'all have sex again after that?
No.
You have to push him off. There's so many things that's flying
Cause
through my
then you
head
go,
right now.
and then
Like,
you just roll over. Like, what do you
because what was you fucking
do?
having?
Oh my God.
Oh, I know. Look, I know the messy
Listen.
topic for next Monday, y'all.
Because sis, why would you? He didn't take this pill with. I
don't even
I
want
don't
it.
watch him. I heard he drank a bunch of Red Bulls.
Look.
Now listen, okay, y'all. So look, because we need to talk about this Red Bull.
I don't even want it.
I only drink them on here because I be tired, and it's always
Don't drink
full.
too many.
It's
Cause
always
you get
full.
the
I just
pumping
take a
and
shot.
humping. Apparently, you go.
Well, I'm not pumping and
I
humping
be
on here with y'all.
stroking.
But look, I'm talking about later.
But somebody said he drank like 3 or 4 of them. I'm not gonna get into this, but
Because we ain't about to diagnose the nigga. I'm just saying.
Can I ask you, ladies, was it the Red Bull or was it the
I think it might have been a mix.
No, that was something my messy ass put together.
Oh, okay.
Adding shit
I just
up.
wanted to know.
But I feel like
But
it was
am I
that with that,
far-fetched?
and it might have been some extra
Am I far fetched?
It's possible.
because you gotta hang with the young things now. Hanging with the young things
Because she
We
young, she
all
was
know
young, and
hang-
she fine. That girl was fine.
We not even old, and for us to hang with the young things is hard. That's the day of drinking.
Listen,
we need a
they
smoothie
turn
in the morning.
They turn the
You
ballroom
gotta
on
eat
back
the
to
right
back
thing.
too many times in the club. I'm like, okay now.
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay now. So listen,
And
all
I'm
I'm
only going
saying
to
is,
ballroom night because I ain't going to the twerk session no more.
oh no.
So imagine he 20 years our senior. Nah, he tired.
For a twerk on the drunk night, you got a course out of me. Ain't no verses, ain't no bridge.
No.
You got the
And
course.
that's one course.
And I'm gonna
We're
give
not
you
doing
all I
the spin
got.
around.
And yes, I need water.
Can I jump into the
After
messy?
this. Yes.
Come on, Messy.
Do y'all think? How long did y'all think he lasted before that happened?
Messy.
You gonna fit in around here.
I just want to know.
Right. What if it was immediate? Like, what if he?
What if it was?
That's the upset.
Nah, but listen though.
pissed.
But no, because
If
what if
I-
you
if
almost?
a nigga
What if you
slide
almost
in-
there and he died?
But that's what
Wait
I'm
a damn
asking.
minute.
So how long did y'all think he lasted before?
Cause listen, I can picture this going a few different ways.
I don't know.
Do you think he slid in and it was like, oh,
I can't believe she's doing this.
oh my god?
I can't believe this.
Or do you think? Or do you think he? Listen, that's what I'm saying. The dick pills, pop 1, pop 2. He on round 4. Baby girl too.
Oh my God.
So
the
that's
dick
what I'm
pill.
saying.
Now we need somebody to tell us about the dick pills because now we got so many questions.
I
'Cause
wait a
definitely
damn
got
minute.
questions.
Because listen,
Hey,
you
Will,
take-
hey,
how
Will,
long
wait,
does it take?
We got questions.
Wait. Y'all know I gotta ask.
How long
Hold
does it take?
on. Wait there.
Okay.
Hey, Will, and don't you motherfucking lie. You ever had a dick pill? Tell the truth. You ain't ever tried one?
Wait a damn minute.
He bad as hell already.
What?
Now
They
he
got
can't
honey
hear.
out here
Now
for
he
the
can't
young
hear.
ones. The young men.
Yes, he
sorry.
does. His whole
I'm
job,
sorry.
y'all, his whole
I'm
job is
sorry.
to hear us. His entire job while he's here is to hear us.
I was a little shocked. I'm a little young, don't you think?
You the only man in the
Don't
room.
you
We don't have
think?
nobody
I
else.
got you.
So you
I
ever
haven't.
tried one?
No,
You
I'm
ain't never tried no rhino
I'm kinda
pill.
young.
I'm a little
still.
young, don't you think?
I mean, I ain't gonna lie.
I'm
If I
still
had a
young.
penis and they had the pills, I feel like I would just try one out of
Try it.
curiosity.
They ain't got needed though.
Just
They
for the hell
don't
of
need
it.
it.
So on
Hey,
some
we
real,
work out every day. He eat right.
you
and
better
shit.
let him know.
Y'all better
Damn.
know.
Hey,
Bro,
Lil,
for
you
real.
ain't never had no honey pack.
Y'all, I gotta wait.
I never had a honey pack. Never had a honey pack.
Now the
You're-
honey
look, he
pack
questioned it.
I
discussion.
never had a honey pack, but I bet you. Hold on.
Look.
Hold on. That honey pack. Hold on.
Wait a minute.
It's
Ain't
sweet,
the
ain't it?
honey pack? The honey pack is basically a baby pill. Like it's on its way, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
Listen, I
I
don't
don't
I don't know. Niggas ain't having heart attacks off the honey pill.
That's
though.
true.
I ain't never heard that either. Exactly. Ain't nobody
That's
having no heart
true. But the
attack.
honey packs are at all your local gas stations in case y'all.
They are.
Yep, ask for it quietly because they will be in your business.
Get you right quick.
Let
Let me get one of them.
Let me get one of them.
I got some biscuits. Look, I got some biscuits. Let me get a packet of honey.
And I'll be sick because the motherfuckers be right there too.
Look, no, you gotta
got
get
some honey here.
You gotta, they gotta listen.
gotta ask.
The real store gonna have it in the window, so all you gotta say is, "Give me one of them."
Is that one of these? One of these?
Hey, look, and you know the Caribbean at the store, a honey pack. Ooh, bitch!
I
You want my business?
No, never mind.
You want my business?
No, I meant them swishers. I wasn't pointing at that.
Listen, because there's 4 bitches in the line behind you, so you gotta play it
Listen,
off.
and the bitches in the back, they already drunk. Okay.
That's the
Why have we all
period.
been to every gas station doing the same
Oh my
thing?
god!
Mm-hmm.
All right, so rest in peace, Kevin.
Rest in peace, Kevin Samuels.
Rest in peace.
Once again, though, I found him funny. I actually would have loved to see Kevin Samuels on TV just off the, for the comedy for me.
True.
The nigga was funny.
Yeah,
Like sometimes it was fun. Like to me, it was kind of humorous to hear a woman like 40 with 4 kids. Like I'm celibate. And he like, what? Like that was funny to me.
I do feel like he was harming people, and so I would not like to see him on TV.
People
because I
would.
do feel like he was harming people. Now, were they voluntarily going there for? them to
Listen,
harm
if
them?
you let
They
Kevin
were.
Samuels get
They definitely
in
were.
your head like that,
But shit, I feel
girl,
like
you shouldn't have
y'all
called his
harm people
ass.
sometimes too. I feel like y'all harm people. So
That's a different.
to
Ooh,
a
that's a
certain-
different
to a
discussion.
certain
And you a
extent.
therapist.
I know. I mean, now
mhm.
listen, I love a young love. I genuinely do.
No, the
Y'all
real
was the
tea
first
is
person that made me realize I can get on TV for just knowing people. And I'm trying to take a y'all's business plan. But she be yelling, screaming at them people.
And y'all know, Iyala, I looked it up because I was like, is she a therapist? She's not.
She's a lawyer.
She's a lawyer.
Mhm.
Oh, wow. I never knew that.
And a minister.
Yeah.
I never knew that.
Mm-hmm. Listen,
Yeah.
them
Wow.
back
No,
ways and
nobody
no
knows.
ways, hunty.
Yeah.
They'll find their way into doing some therapy, child unlicensed, but whatever. Shout out to Iyala because I
Don't
like
even
that
get me
show.
started on the therapist without degrees. I can't. But that's so okay. Well, do get me started real quick because that is why I have no opinions about Kevin Samuels because I am a actual therapist. So with him amongst all these other people who just kind of woke up and decided that they were experts in whatever the hell they were experts in, it just didn't.
Because he
just,
had a nice suit on.
yeah, it don't grind
Steve Harvey be on the same tip.
because now he a judge. But anyway, so it just don't grind my you know what I'm saying? I just don't fuck with it like that. Like
I'm on Steve Harvey
deep
ass. I mean, you can be a judge, but I'm be one too. The fuck?
I'm deep on being an expert. Like I'm deep on knowing what the fuck you're talking about before you get in front of people. I'm
And
deep
explain,
on
yes.
research
Yes.
and taking
You
your
know what?
education before you
I'm
take
happy
pictures.
you saying that
Yes.
because that leads
Like,
right into
I'm
our
deep on that
discussion
shit.
today.
Yes.
That leads right into our discussion today.
I'm going further.
So we got Porsha Woodruff here.
Mhm.
Miss Boss Lady. Once again, we met her at Cocktails and Conversations, which was a great entrepreneurial event for Black women in the city. And we met a bunch of entrepreneurs there. And then Des and I are entrepreneurs ourselves, and Porsha is an entrepreneur herself.
Mhm.
And so we thought it was a great time to bring up entrepreneurship raw, like unfiltered, uncut, because a lot of people, I see a lot of stuff on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, social media in general about being an entrepreneur, starting businesses and stuff. And I love it.
Mhm.
I think it's a way for us to have our freedom. It's a way for us to be creative and not have to be so poor all the time doing it eventually.
Mhm.
However, I think that there's a lot of encouragement to like just kind of jump into something, not having to do research, just starting to do stuff, just start selling stuff just because you can and all of that stuff, which I get it. I fuck with it. You do have to start somewhere.
Mhm.
But I think we need to take the time and be real about entrepreneurship. It might not be for everybody.
It's not for most people.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
when you skip steps, other entrepreneurs can see it.
Absolutely.
We know it. And so we just want to
Your
talk about,
customers will too.
and your customers will too, especially
Yes.
if you want customers who actually spend
Who are
money.
loyal.
Yes,
Yep.
yes.
They know what they know what the fuck they talking about. They know what they expect.
Yes.
And so I just want to have that conversation because I mean, I see a bunch of entrepreneurs do it all the time. And not to say that I'm an entrepreneurial, God or nothing. Listen, I'm still trying to figure out how to get, Golden Girls where we want it to be. And
Yeah, I don't know nothing.
you know what I'm saying? But what I am
That's what
saying, there
everything-
are some
we
things I
are.
do know. Okay. So like, I see, and this is what I want to ask y'all too, because I feel like you guys will have great opinions on this.
Mhm.
You see a lot of people, like before they or we have an understanding of what it is they sell, before they or we have streamlined like a focused like product or whatever, it's the photo shoots, it's the
It's all of
they
that.
done created content, they done did all of this, and we don't even know what they do.
Mm.
And
They don't even know what they do.
yeah, but
It's the
but I
image.
think it's the social
It's the
media
image.
though. It's
The
social
image,
media
the
is
perception.
you don't have to know what you're doing to start. Just start.
Oh
And,
my
no.
God, I
It's
hate that
like
shit.
to research.
Oh my God.
You will become a broke
I'm
entrepreneur
going to
before
tell
you
you as
become a
a lawyer,
successful
your
one.
ass will be broke because they're gonna sue the
Yes.
fuck out of you. You do need to know
Yes.
something
You have to do
about
your
what you're
research.
doing before
Yes.
you sell it.
Yes. You will become a broke entrepreneur
Just start-
before a successful one.
Can I please tell y'all a secret?
For
Just
sure.
start means just start researching.
Yeah, that
ever
don't
get
mean
that
just
shit.
start the
Research.
business.
Do not ever get it twisted.
Do
You should be looking
your
at
research.
markets. You should be looking at prices. You should be looking at people who are doing something very similar,
Yes.
seeing how things are set up.
Yes.
You should be
Mhm.
looking at systems, policies,
What you need to
what
do.
the laws are related to
Mhm.
whatever the hell you're doing, what type of certifications are necessary. Can you be
Licenses.
sued for doing this shit
Yes.
wong?
And
Like,
on top of that, and this is another thing.
insurance,
Prices,
This is another thing I will
products,
say.
everything. All of
Your
that.
vendors.
your shit should be priced according to your experience.
Oh my
Yes.
God.
Absolutely.
All
Do
of that.
not listen, y'all, because I braid. I've been braiding since I was 6. And
because-
people will still tell you, as far as braids, I still got some of the best prices that there are. And I've been braiding for a long time because I feel like, you know what I'm saying, is more learning and growing to do. There's
Absolutely.
some things that I still got to work out. So I'm not going to just chore, y'all
Yeah.
just like,
It's the technique. It's the time. it's the
I
product,
get
it's
making
all of
money.
that.
I
Mhm.
swear I do. I love money. I love shopping. I love all of that. All I'm saying is there is some merit into these putting some real thought into what you're doing. There's some merit into putting pen and paper and doing that SWOT analysis, your strengths, your weaknesses, your opportunities, your threats. You need to do that. There is strength in sitting down and developing a business plan.
Yes.
There is strength in figuring out actually, what is my mission?
Mhm.
Does that sound all over the place? There is strength in paying for consulting
Yes.
and insurance and all of that shit. I do not want to see a photo shoot before I know what the fuck you do.
There's strength in revisiting it.
Yes.
There's strength in
Like-
changing it and altering it.
Starting
There-
over.
Starting
More than
over.
once.
Pivoting.
Give yourself a
restarting.
chance.
Yes.
Streamlining,
Yes.
making it smaller, making it more focused.
The thing for me is just I can't, because of the society that we have just really said fuck expertism. I don't know if that's a word. but-
Expertise and customer service.
Ooh,
Main
say it
thing.
again. No,
Main
wait. Say it
thing.
again.
Main
Say it
thing.
loud.
Customer service.
Cause
Customer
Lord,
service. Yes.
So many people like, well, if this is my policy and listen, nobody owes you anything.
So listen, right? And I don't even remember her name, and you probably know her. But listen, so I had inboxed this girl like, I want you to do my hair. It is gorgeous, sis. Like, you about to get me together. I'm about to be fine.
You're excited.
You know what I'm saying?
You're excited.
So on her booking website, she required to upload a picture of your ID, your photo ID, your Michigan driver's license. And so I was like, so I was gonna do it. I was just gonna black out some stuff, but I inboxed her like, I'm just curious as to why, because I need to know what to black out and what to keep. Because if you just need my address because of my credit card or something like that, she basically was like, well, if you got a problem with it, that's my policy. See you later. And I was like, I don't have a problem with it. I just need to know why. And she completely quit responding to me.
For a hair appointment.
And your
For
whole
hair
excitement,
appointment.
but your excitement.
And I'm not in
So now
person,
I'm like, bitch,
and you're
this
not
why I
saying,
can't.
okay,
And
give
you're
me your
not
card
gonna
and your
refer,
ID.
you're not
You
gonna
want
do
me to
anything,
send
yes.
you
A picture. You want me
A
to upload a picture of my credit
It's
card?
giving still an identity. It's giving swiper.
Exactly.
I'm not
And I'm
fucking with
typing
it.
in my credit card. So I'm typing my credit card to you.
And you
and
know,
I'm gonna upload my ID.
and girl,
you get everything. You can open up, you can get a loan off of me now.
We is in Detroit, land of the scammers. Baby girl,
True.
you're not about to get me.
True.
Fuck what you talking about.
And for me, she really just could have been like, oh, because I need to make sure your face is your face or your address is your address. And I
Or just the next, just a simple explanation.
I understand.
Something that makes sense.
Yeah.
They don't have the simplest things of satisfying your customer, somebody that's spending their money with you.
Yeah.
Like
They
for
have
instance,
other options. They have other people, but they decided to go with you.
Yeah.
like I think,
Yep.
It's no obligation.
Yep.
I urge every business owner
I agree.
to think about anything you selling, any event that you're having, whatever. I encourage you to walk through the entire experience as a customer, so you know what are your customers seeing. If you having an event, walk through, like you need to have a walkthrough in your head of what it's like when they walk up to the door, what they see, who they talk to when they walk into the door, which way they go. Do they have direction to go to this table?
Mm-hmm.
What do they see? Where is the pop-up shop? Where is this? Where is that? Like, you need to know all of that. And that's any business. If you do hair, you need to go through your booking website as a customer.
Mm-hmm.
Is the style I want actually on here?
Mm-hmm.
Where does it tell me that I need my ID and why?
Mm-hmm.
What is the deposit? How much is the deposit? Does the deposit go towards my style? This is all types of shit because they don't want you to text them or call them. So have the shit on the site.
Yeah.
And then the shit is all jumbled together. Ain't no punctuation in the motherfucking site. Like, y'all ain't did shit.
Yeah.
But you want to be like, come on, y'all.
So to be
Put the work
completely
in.
honest, like one of the reasons that we like fell in love with Porsha and Nell is because we were watching them and they were like, we literally discussed like they're nervous. And even though it sounds weird, we valued the shit out of that because we were like, they give a fuck.
They give a fuck
We were
about.
like, they're scared as hell that this is not gonna work. And for me, that's enough because there's so many people that's like, I'ma just type this up and boom. And there's the logo don't look exactly right. It looked like you did it on Microsoft Word. Like those things matter. Like get you a photo shoot like Porsha. We were talking about it earlier. Porsha said she took her pictures almost
a year before I even posted any of my pictures, any of my professional pictures. I took them a year before.
Same. I did my photo shoot like the beginning of March. I just posted the photos last week because that's only a step, and there's still tons of photos that have not been seen.
Golden Girls has been going on. Golden Girls has been going for 3 years, and we still have yet to have a full professional photo shoot.
Yeah.
We done did live shows, toy drives, silent auctions, kickball games, websites, all this stuff. But it's like you gotta put, because once you drop
the time,
once you drop that photo shoot, once you hop on that page with your arms folded, talking about you doing something, them inquiries and them customers is coming, and you need to be able to answer those questions. You need to be able to deliver on time.
Yes.
Every customer needs to feel like they're an important customer.
Appreciated.
Responded to in a decent amount of time.
Yes.
You're delivering what you're saying you can.
Yes.
And you know you can. And if you can't, what's the recourse for that?
Yes.
And if you don't like having to handle it like that, you're in the wrong business. You're not doing the right thing.
Absolutely.
So if you hate having to deal with excited customers every time they come to you,
I don't like
then
the
you
text
doing the wrong
messages.
thing.
You don't want no money.
You can't do hair if you don't like people.
Period.
And that's not how it works. Because it's not how it works. You cannot.
Yeah.
Like you just can't. Like I don't understand. Like it doesn't work like that.
And like, and as a entrepreneur, one thing you have to know, and I know for women this is especially hard, but it does not look good. And it is not fair to your customers when you show up to work with your feelings on your sleeve because you don't feel like it today. So now my money don't mean shit to you because you got an attitude.
Yeah.
Because you couldn't find a babysitter, because you this and because you that. Like, y'all.
Well, and I think it's just about, to be honest, like when becoming an entrepreneur, it's just about being real about the passion behind it. I don't
Absolutely
give a fuck.
not for the money.
You can't do it for the money because
Not
sometimes
for the
the money ain't
The
gonna
money
be
ain't
there.
gonna be
for the money.
and depending on what type of business you got, for a long time, the money ain't gonna be there.
Yep.
And you gotta pull money out your ass to keep surviving.
Yes.
So
Absolutely true.
And I always talk about this, but shit, it took the motherfucking skin off my back. COVID hit, and our podcast was no longer allowed to be in the same room as our producers. And your girl had to teach herself how to fucking do the whole show and pay for everything. And I did that because I'm like, well, we're not going to stop the messaging that we have. We got a whole group of the black girls are here. We got to keep reaching out to them. I'm not about to let COVID stop that. So I'm at Best Buy spending $2,000. We got one podcast where it's only half a show because my computer died in the middle of it. By the next week, there was a new $2,500 computer sitting there. Like, this is not a small thing. Podcasts don't make money. You only
That's the passion.
Joe Budden does, and you know what I'm saying? But most podcasts don't make money. But if we committed to it, then that's what we're gonna do. 6 months later, we had our first live show that sold out. So it like you got to stay committed to it in whatever realm that is. And so it just grinds my gears. I'm be honest, it grinds my gears. It makes me roll my eyes when I just see the fake passion.
Yeah. Yes. Cause like on those days, like when the money ain't coming in and ain't nobody liking your post and ain't nobody ordering no merch and ain't nobody buying no fucking tickets. On those days, you have to remember why you doing this shit. On those days, that's when you roll your sleeves up at 3 a.m. and get on your hands and knees and work that shit the fuck out.
You have to figure it out.
The popularity,
you have to figure it out.
Your
when
people
you first
gonna
start,
show up.
Everybody there.
When you drop, oh my God, I love you. Da, da, da. They gonna buy the first round of everything.
Yes.
After that shit, though,
can you sell a second time and a third time and the fourth time
and keep it going?
Are they refilling on you?
Keep going.
Are they coming to you when you're not promoting to them?
Right. Did I come get my hair braided once, or have I been getting my hair braided by you for 4 years?
Yes. Exactly. And that matters. And so spending that time to really be an expertise and really doing what you need to do in those spaces, it just matters. I just don't have respect if you don't put yourself into the education. And I'm not even saying that it literally has to be a class, but teach yourself what the fuck needs to be taught. Yeah.
I'm big on that. I went to school twice. I went to school twice as an esthetician. The first time I went, I was still working as a medical assistant. I think I told y'all this. I went to school as a medical assistant. I was going to school full time, and I was a full time parent. I seen my kids maybe once out of a 6-month program. It's a 6 month, not 6 years, not 4 years, not 3, not a year, 6 months. Full time as a parent, single parent at the time. Full time at going to school as a student, and I was determined. But guess what? I stopped. My 3 months. I stopped. I waited a year before I went back, and COVID hit when I was in school the second time. Like, damn, why can't I finish? This is simple. What is going on? Guess what I did? I kept going. I kept going. I was determined because it was so much going on. When I tell you guys, it was so much going on for me to obtain my license to become an esthetician. Some people may look it up and even look at the requirements and feel like, oh, she did. That's nothing. To you,
right.
But to me,
I have to walk that shit down.
I'm making sacrifices. So I take it to heart. Okay. I take it to heart and I take it serious. That is my passion. 10 years ago, as a when I was in Florida, going to school for cosmetology, that was what I picked out of that field. 10 years ago. I'm just now becoming an esthetician.
And it's about being honest with yourself, because you knew that 10 years ago. You know what I mean? But
you know what I'm saying?
But we don't know. We don't have the maturity. We don't because I was
back
the
and
world
forth
to say, go black girl, pick what you want.
Right.
You know what I mean?
The thing that was pushed on me, because like I said, I became a medical assistant. It was nursing. Like, I love it.
That's a common thing that's happening too.
It was nursing, and I'm like, you know what? I wait.
And shout out to the nurses, y'all the shit.
Love all of them. My father is a registered nurse. My cousins. I have family. I have LPNs. I have CNAs. I have all of them. We are in there when it comes to the medical field. I still don't take nothing.
They
from
do
it.
all the
Love
work.
it. I still love it. Okay, I won't take nothing from it. But my thing was, I wanted to own my own. How am I going to do that? How am I going to figure out how am I going to do that? I wanted a salon at a point in time. I'm like, I don't like doing hair like that. I got 2 girls.
Right.
I get tired of doing hair.
Right. I hear that.
So my thing was, what's my next step? What else is it that I enjoy doing while dealing with people? And also that was a fear of mine. That was also a fear as well, because it's like, okay, I deal with people, but I deal with people on someone else's time. I'm getting paid from someone else to do it. I took all of that into consideration before I went, and I had to go. But all in all, that built me as a person to do what it is that I love doing. I won't take it back for nothing in the world. Those sacrifices I made, those nights I cried, I'm like, I don't know how I'm about to do this. I'm broke. Yeah. Okay. Trying to figure it out, trying to figure out my next step, trying to figure out how to market, trying to figure out when I started off as an esthetician and starting out as a solo esthetician. I never went into anybody's med spa because I could have with the credentials and expertise that I have. I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. I want to do it, but I don't. I'm like, let me put my feet in the door. I stayed up nights doing my research. Yeah. Okay, what is it I need to do? What licenses? What insurance? What products? What this? What that? Let me do my research. Let me watch this person. She's been in the game for 5. It was a white lady that pushed me. Had been an esthetician for 10 years. When I was working in a dermatologist's office.
Cause see, it's about the journey.
The journey fucking matters.
Journey takes time too. Just because your homegirl just woke up and started her business, like that does not mean it's time for you. She been working on that shit for 10 years. Like
and the thing is, you do a disservice to yourself when you skip the journey. Yeah, because you miss your customers. Because you miss a lot of detail.
And longevity is not on the table, because at the end of the day, this is about longevity.
Because the journey gonna happen. So you either gonna start out and then have to stop and go back and do the journey, or you can do it at the beginning. But you're gonna have to do it. Because you're going to need certain information to navigate, because people who have done the work going to spot you immediately. And people who have been customers of people who have done the work are going to spot you immediately.
Well, I mean, as soon as I go through the experience and it's not what I expect, you're never going to get me there again.
No.
Absolutely. Ever. And I will vocally tell you, it was great. I won't be back.
Honest client.
With a period, like with no problem. My nails right now, they cute, but I told them I'm never coming back. And they look thick. Like you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of things. It's a lot of reasons why I ain't coming back.
Yep. I'm gonna ask y'all this, because when we do these discussions, I like for us to leave off with like a good takeaway, a golden nugget, if you will. Okay. When it comes to entrepreneurship, Porsha, I'm gonna ask you, and then Des, I want your.
Don't she be working? I'm proud of her. She getting better. She get good. We have a lot of talks about her hosting, and what you gonna say, how you gonna say it.
I'm loving it. She rolling right into it, like roll
a golden nugget, if you will. Okay.
So,
wait, Deja, wait, real quick.
Go ahead.
Oh, well, real quick. So we had a comment from Deja, because I felt like Missy was about to close us up. I had to start over in school because the major I was going for wasn't what I was passionate about. I had to start over, and that's okay.
It's okay to start over. It is okay. That's how you build your character.
Yeah.
And you really want it.
And you got to get used to dropping shit that ain't for you.
Yes.
Absolutely.
It's okay to let go of some shit that you know is not for you.
That's
the moment that you know.
Yes. It's more important to know how to drop shit than picking up shit.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Like,
yes, it is.
Because it's hard to drop stuff, because you like,
I don't want to give up.
I don't want to admit to people that I
couldn't do it. And it's not that you can't do it. You can do anything.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But if you don't like, but you got to do that. You got to breathe in that. You got to dream about that. You got to wake up at 6:00 in the morning ready to be that. And if that's not the case, then that's not it. So you just got to be realistic about what really gets you. But anyway, go.
So
ask us our question.
Yeah, but like I was saying though, so after we do these discussions, I like for everybody, on the show to give a little golden nugget on like a takeaway for our listeners to take from this conversation. And so I'm gonna ask Porsha, then Des, and then I'll say something when I come up with it. So like when it comes to being an entrepreneur, what's the one piece of advice you would tell brand new entrepreneur you? So Porsha, what would you tell brand new entrepreneur Porsha when she first started out? Like, give her a piece of advice.
Oh, brand new Porsha as an entrepreneur. Let me think on that one, because I had to go all the way back.
Okay. What you think, Des? What you think?
I know. So when I became an entrepreneur, so I actually did not have the the plans in my head to be an entrepreneur in the way that I am today. So what's funny is that I did not know I was going to open up a private practice until a few years ago. I have known my entire life. Thank you. I've known easily since high school I was going to open a nonprofit. So and people don't look at that as entrepreneurship because it's community work, it's for people. But nonprofit is more entrepreneurship than anything because you got to get out there and make this money. Speaking of our Juneteenth kickball fundraiser on June 19th. Because we need the money to keep this going.
Money.
But anyway, and so for me, the advice that I would give myself, I didn't think about entrepreneurship in a way of my trade as a social worker, as a therapist until, you know, just like a lot of other people, I kind of got the knock from COVID and started to realize, you know, I've always known that I wanted to impact people in a different way. I just had never considered entrepreneurship as a way to do that. So I say all that to say the advice to myself when I first started, because by that time I had been through school twice. I had a master's degree. I had shadowed 1,000 people. I had did all these different things. So my advice to myself is let that imposter syndrome go, sis, because you are qualified. You literally have every letter behind your name that you're supposed to. You like people want to hear from you. You already did the work. You already did the research. Don't be afraid of people who has not done shit. You know, and that's just the truth. Like just running their mouth. And see, and my thing was I wanted to be perfect. I wanted to be a great ass. I'm not coming to you if I'm a half-ass therapist. I want to get every training again. I got to get this and this and this. Sis, you got it. So for me, I was trying to be overqualified. And what I'm going to say to my old self is fuck that shit. Let's go. Because black women need you. Black girls need you. Black families need you. And let's go. So I'm here now.
We're here.
I made it. It took a little longer, but I'm here now. So fuck the bullshit. Let's go. Let's get our mental up together. The world is fucked up right now. So we going to live our life like it's golden. Goddamn it. Come and see me. Let's get this shit popping.
Period. For me, what I'll say is like entrepreneurship, business, like success period is just about it's like a garden. You are a seed. You also have to plant seeds, and then it's not just enough to plant them. They have to be watered. They have to be nurtured. So like along the way, like you have to pay attention, like the way you navigate in the things that you do, because the things that have helped me the most are seeds that I planted a long time ago, most of the time not even knowing that I was planting them, but just trying to forge ahead with like the best attitude and always searching for opportunities. So like when it comes to like making relationships and talking to people and stuff, like you have to have the right attitude, and the way to plant good seeds and water them is your attitude. That's like a big part. When you meet meet people and they tell you what they do and stuff like that, you have to foster those relationships. You have to water them. Like, don't let your pride get in the way. Reach out to that person. Talk to that person. Try to catch a vibe with that person. Sometimes the rejection will happen. Sometimes the vibe ain't gonna be there. Sometimes things ain't gonna feel in alignment. You ain't gonna be vibing with everybody, this, that, and the third. But the things that feel good, the things that seem to make sense, you will know when they happen. Do not be afraid to water those seeds. Like for instance, listen, this whole table right here is a table of planted and watered seeds.
Absolutely.
I slid in Dad's DM.
She did.
Like I was just like,
she did.
You know what? She's interesting. I'm gonna just slide in her DM. And it was, you know, like the first conversation was just a regular conversation of when a random motherfucker slide in your DM. It wasn't nothing spectacular. And then when I saw her in person, you know what I mean? It was just about watering that seed. Okay, let me walk up to her and hand her a little edible. See what type of time she's on. Let me fill it out.
That's exactly what happened, y'all. Like
however, I had not talked to we chilled. We went to the same wedding, and we had like, you know, gotten familiar there. Still wasn't like buddy.
Nope.
And then next thing you know,
even at the wedding, be clear, I was sitting in the lobby and she walked up to me and I didn't know who she was, and she was like, "Ain't you Dez? I know you. We be talking on Facebook all the time." And I was like, "Okay, Miss, who you are." Like, and instantly, next thing I know, I'm in her room, y'all. They could have killed me. Like, I'm in her room. We like hanging out. Like, it was literally, she just walked up to me. And then from that, I was like, I called her like
You want to be on the podcast?
I got a podcast. You want to be on the podcast tonight? Like,
and I was like, shit, I guess. But once again, though, feeling like that alignment when she asked, it was like, fuck it, I ain't got nothing to do. Why not? I'm nervous as shit, but I'm gonna just go. Yep. She had a good vibe. Yeah. And then
those are the best relationships. Those are the best ones.
Same thing with Porsha.
Yep.
Yeah. Porsha came out of the clear blue sky. Porsha knows a girl who I played softball with her little sister. Shout out to Brittany.
Yes, my bad.
I played softball with Brittany's little sister. And then Brittany knew Porsha, said Porsha was having an event. They needed a podcast. And she was like, I know one podcast. And hit me up. And then we was like, fuck it, we gonna go. And then since then, we've been communicating back and forth. Talking. Can you come on the show? This, that, and the third. Like, it's the seeds, I'm telling you. Like, the things that feel good, and don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to do it. Like, and now me and Daz is a great team. Like, she the one that's gonna sit there and teach herself how to fucking engineer.
This is not.
I ain't doing that shit. I know, for real. I know my strengths. I know what I bring to the table, what I have to offer.
While I'm over there,
let her do what she do.
While I'm over there figuring out technical stuff, sis gonna give me some money to keep it running. So let's go.
You get what I'm saying? Like,
value those connections, you guys. Value the real, genuine connections in entrepreneurship, because it's not that many that you will get.
And let go of the ones that's not.
Let go of the ones that's not.
Listen,
you have to value those, because those people that support you, those people that back you, those people that's okay, that's my girl, I'm gonna put her on, speak of your name in rooms that you may not step
okay.
It means a lot.
And they're probably not your friends.
They will refer you.
Brittany was speaking my name in the room. I didn't know shit about. I have never seen Porsha, heard of Porsha, nothing.
Yep. And they probably won't be your friends. They probably won't be your family.
It's gonna be somebody you
your
barely
friends
fuck
and family
with.
Gonna come the first go round, but
they're gonna start showing up. We came to your first one. I can't keep coming to every live show. We came to your kickball game. I can't come to every kickball. They're a year fucking apart. I can't come to every kickball game.
Okay, it's just to support to say I support it. No, I want the genuine.
But guess who will be at that kickball game? These 1,700 women in this group that I ain't met half of them.
Yes, that support you. That's backing.
We went to
girl.
Tuesday.
That's my girl. Yes.
What was this past Tuesday? And I actually seen a guy that I knew, and I was like, "Hey," he was like, "Wait a minute, my wife is gonna flip when she see you. Hold on, like you can't walk away." I'm like, "What?" So I seen her. I'm like, "Tip." She like, "Oh my god!" and starts screaming at the top of her lungs. We talk all the time on social media. She is active in our group. We've never seen each other in person, and we partied the night away like we was homegirls.
Yes.
Like, because of, you just got to be genuine. Like, I never knew she felt that way about us. That was something that never, you know what I'm saying?
It's a lot of women you will meet like that, though.
Yeah.
It's a lot of women you will meet like
connection.
That.
They yearning for it.
Yes. But that's because of our customer service. That's because every relationship that comes, we try to foster it. We give people responding. We comment on stuff. We in people inboxes. We ask them questions. We remember what they say. Hey, is your mom still such and such? Like that matters. You know, they feel like they're part of our family, so we who they call.
Yes, you're supposed to. That's those people that you want to come back. Those people that you want to participate. Those people that you want to have a real genuine connection with, because it lacks that in our community as far as Black women.
Yep. Yes. Like you cannot. You cannot.
That's another subject.
As an entrepreneur, because it's so easy for us to feel like I don't have time to be talking to this person, that person, and I don't have time to You better make fucking time.
Please.
And if you don't have time, you need to hire somebody who does have time, who can like, comment, share, respond. Listen, your customers can't be shortchanged.
People will believe in
common
you.
Courtesy.
If you do it right, people will work with you. People will do. Do y'all understand that our producer, our social media, our marketing, our hosts, everybody in here working for free? And this podcast has been running for 3 years. And everybody that have ever touched is doing this off of the strength of the fact that they just believe in some shit.
Yep.
So just treat your people right. Because listen, when we get rich, we're going to all be rich. I can't wait, y'all.
Period. And I'm going to be ignorant about it.
Ignorant.
You was rocking with me. You coming. You get a purse. You get a car. You get a car. You get a car.
You're cool.
Because I'm gonna be pointing people out. Fuck you for sure.
Yeah.
Scoot over a little
So,
bit.
ladies, this was a great conversation about entrepreneurship. It got real. We got to talking and running our mouths and shooting off a bunch of stuff that we've learned along the way. But most importantly, we want to encourage all of our Black girls, all of our Black people. If entrepreneurship is in your spirit, go ahead and go after it and try it. You know what I'm saying? But do your work. Do your research and be responsible with your branding. That's all we ask. It will take you a very long way.
And practice, please.
Practice
on customer service. Nobody owes you anything just because you're a Black business.
Yep.
Or just because you're good at what you do.
That's it.
Listen, a bitch who fuck up my service but got a good attitude, I might give her another shot.
Yep.
It might have been a bad day.
And if you slay my shit with a bad attitude, I'm not coming back.
It might have been a bad day, right?
I'll find somebody else.
She was sweet. She was cool. I like the vibe. You know what?
Yep.
I like talking to you. I'll be back.
Yep.
Listen, even if I just let you wash my hair.
Yep. Next time I'm gonna tell her to just push the swoop a little different. You know what I'm saying? I'm just be in the mirror a little more. I work with it. She needs to know my style.
Yep. So this was a great conversation, ladies. And it's just a good vibe to be up here brushing up against bosses, having drinks and talking.
I love it.
So how you feel, Porsha? Did you have a good time?
I always do.
Yes,
this is my second time. Listen, y'all gonna see me back again.
Okay,
absolutely. Ladies. I love it.
So take us out and tell these people where to find us and what they need to know.
I just want to thank everybody for joining us here at Golden Girls Podcast. Y'all already know we here to empower the Black ladies, empower the Black families, and have a good ass time while we do it. You always know you can catch us wherever you listen to podcasts, wherever you watch them. That's on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Breaker, Radio Public. And you know what? Just go to goldengirlspodcast.org. It'll get you everywhere you need to go.
That's goldengirlsgroup.org. Boom.
Really?
Yes, it is.
Look, a little tipsy, but goldengirlsgroup.org because
it's them Plan Bs, I'm telling you.
It's our nonprofit. So now we at goldengirlsgroup.org. I'm gonna say it one more time, goldengirlsgroup.org. Go there and get you everything you need and stay golden.
Come to the kickball game.
Yes.
Bring your daddies and your baby daddies.
So this is your girl Des. I'm the executive producer. I'm out. Who we got over there at the end of the table?
It's your girl Missy, the one you love, the messiest one you know. It was great rocking with you, Porsha. Let the people know who you are.
Hey, I'm P. I'm Lady P. I'm Porsha. Look, they done turned me up, y'all. We over with the show at this point. I'm ready to go. But no, I'm Porsha, My Lady Aesthetics. You can find me on Instagram and Facebook. Instagram is My Lady Aesthetics LLC. Instagram is My Lady Aesthetics. I think the personal page is on there too, but y'all can find me.
Okay, personal page. Okay. And as always, we love all y'all. Stay golden, and thank you so much for joining us.
Love you.
Bye.